Hey Grizzlies, you've probably already seen the MHS and Beyond screencast that goes over the graduation requirements and over some of the options after high school. If you're watching this screencast, it's likely you're interested in the military. So here's some more information for you. We're going to go over some of the differences between the branches, the different military branches, the ASVAB, College Credit Now, how you can continue your education, next steps, and then some resources that we have for you to also stay connected. So some of your differences between the branches, some of them will have you have a different minimum ASVAB score that you'll need to be enlisted into the military branch that you're looking into. Their career options are generally the same, although the Army does seem to have a few more jobs available. More so probably because it's bigger than some of the other ones. You'll have your physical requirements. The uniforms may be different. Benefits are generally the same though with active duty, but reserves will have a little bit different amounts that they're going to have available to them. Also, you want to talk with each of those branches to see what the best option is for you. One of the other main differences is the Coast Guard is governed by the Department of Homeland Security, where the others are governed by the Department of Defense. We do not have a local U.S. Air Force recruiting station here in McMinnville, but below you'll see the location that you can talk with that person, or you can come into the College and Career Center and get that information as well. They do have a little bit higher ASVAB score that you need to go into the Air Force, and then their training and fitness requirements all kind of vary a little bit with each branch. Our Army, Navy, and our Marine recruiters are all located next to Mikey's Pizza. I guess that's a good place where I can explain where that's at. So you guys probably know where Mikey's Pizza is. That's where you're going to find the Army, your Marine Corps recruiter as well. And below are some of their requirements. And then also your Navy is located in that area as well. And they all have different boot camp links, and the physical fitness requirements, like I stated, are generally close to the same, but a little bit different for each one. Your Coast Guard, however, is located in Vancouver, Washington, so that's a bit further away. But we do have all the information for those recruiters. If you're interested, you can come into the College and Career Center and get their names and phone numbers, and we can set you up with them to talk with them and see what options you have with that branch as well. The National Guard office is in McMinnville, a little bit different location. So if you're looking into the reserves or anything, this is where you'd want to go. Part-time, there's also reserves, National Guard for each branch. So you have your Army Reserves, National Guard, your Marine Corps Reserves, Navy Reserves, Air Force Reserves, Air National Guard, and Coast Guard Reserves. So it's not just your Army National Guard like it's in town here, but each branch will have a reserve as well. ASVAB. So the ASVAB is offered each year in February. We just recently took this, and it's kind of like a freebie. It doesn't count towards the 3 that you can take up at the MEP station. Also, a good thing about that is kind of your percentiles are then based on students that are the same grade as you as well. So you're not being compared to your average maybe person that walks into the MEP station that could be 20, 21 years old or something as well. This is also a great tool for career exploration, not only the military. Military uses it for your MOS or your occupation or job that you're planning to do in the military, and opens up those options to you. But it's also just a great career exploration tool for any student to be able to take this test. The higher scores that you get on your ASVAB also are going to make you eligible for enlistment bonuses. So when you join up, you may get a $2,000 sign up bonus. It could be $40,000. I believe as far up to some of those can be $100,000 if you're looking at going to work on a submarine or something like that as well. So check into what those enlistment bonuses are that are available to you. College Credit Now is not just for college. I think a lot of students may think that it is, but it's also great just to have on your resume. It can help you, maybe get a higher pay when you go into a job or something, but it's also great for military purposes as well. So, you can have those opportunities starting your freshman year. $30 a year is a great fee for you guys to be able to take advantage of this. Going into basic training or boot camp, you can get a higher ranking. So instead of going in as a private, you can go in as a private first class if you have a certain number of college credits. Somewhere around 22, you're going to want to check with the recruiter as well on that to see what the number is and if there's certain classes also. The other great thing is just for completing boot camp or basic training, you can also get college credits for that as well. So there's a lot of the training that the military does to where you're getting college credits for just doing that training while you're being trained in the military. Registration usually happens twice a year, so make sure you guys are registering for those classes that you are eligible for. So continuing your education during and after the military, you have the GI Bill available to you, the post 9/11 GI Bill. This helps not only with tuition, but also monthly allowances, books. You're also able to transfer that over to a family member. So your future wife or husband, children that you may have, if you don't end up using that money, getting some of your education while you're taking advantage of the tuition assistance while you're active duty, that can be passed down to family members as well. There's also other great programs that some colleges have, the Yellow Ribbon program. And you can use your GI Bill not only for just a 2 or 4 year college, but also vocational or technical programs, apprenticeships, licensing, and certification for different things. So keep that in mind and make sure you're taking advantage of those opportunities that you're given. Tuition assistance is another great thing. This is something you can take advantage of while you're on active duty. The amounts are going to be a little bit different for reserves, but for active duty, pretty much straight across the board, it's about the same on that. Another program you guys may have heard of recently is the Chemeketa Scholars. This is for students who have a 3.5, meeting certain placement scores, and Chemeketa Scholars is for tuition at Chemeketa for 2 years for free. Students who are planning to go in the military generally may not think about signing up for this. It's a very limited time that you have to sign up for this program. And for students going in the military, they'll actually defer that admission for you. So take advantage of that if you're eligible for that now, and later down the road, you can, have those 2 years free tuition at Chemeketa. So some of your next steps, talk with your local recruiters. Talking with each branch can definitely help you decide what might be the best fit for you. You may have had a dad and an uncle and grandpa were all in the Army, but talking with those recruiters, you may not find that that's the best fit for you. So definitely talk with them all. And then prepare yourself physically and mentally. Make sure you're working out, keeping your grades up, staying out of trouble. Piercings and tattoos sometimes can disqualify you from joining. So you want to talk with each branch on that and see what their disqualifiers are. Team sports are another great way, teaching discipline, teamwork as well. That's going to be needed in the military. Also, talking with those recruiters, we have Military Mondays on the second and fourth Monday of each month. Down on Main Street, you'll find those recruiters there, be able to talk to them, see what they have to offer you as well. So make sure you're taking a chance to stop by and say hi to them and thank them for their service too. So we want you to stay connected. Most of your communication is through the Google Classroom and school Gmail. It's a great idea to be checking your Gmails pretty regularly to get information or updates from staff, teachers as well. And then parents can also join those classrooms. So make sure to include your parent in that. And then if you have questions, always come to the College and Career Center and ask those questions. We're always available to help you with that. And here's some more ways that you can stay connected with us in the College and Career Center. Thanks, Grizzlies.